Portugal's love affair with migration is over. For the better part of the past 2 decades, Portugal has steadily relaxed its laws related to both immigration and citizenship. Although not always administratively easy, it has opened up the possibility for many to find new opportunities in Portugal. From passive income visas to Portuguese language community permits, skilled worker visas, family reunification, and of course the golden visa schemes, all with the aim of bringing in both people and foreign investment. These schemes seem to have worked really well. The golden visa brought in much needed capital, while the efforts to bring in people also yielded an influx. The success of the golden visa scheme was particularly evident in the real estate sector, where capital poured into urban areas. With an investment of close to €500,000, wealthy foreigners could purchase residency and in time citizenship. The program has since been modified to redirect investment away from the established urban areas and more specifically into outlying areas that are more in need of fresh capital investment. While at the same time, the number of foreign residents legally residing in Portugal has swelled. According to the latest report by AIMA, the Immigration Authority of Portugal, the legally resident foreign population of Portugal has quadrupled since 2017. From an initial 400,000 residents, the number is expected to rise beyond 1.6 million in 2025, an estimated 15% of the total population. Leading up to the parliamentary elections of May 2025, both the incumbent Democratic Alliance and the parties to its right had made dealing with immigration and tightening citizenship laws a key element of their election campaigns. The result of this election shows a clear shift towards the right, with the socialists, who had introduced much of the relaxed immigration policy, sinking to a lowly third place in parliament for the first time. With something of a mandate, the new minority government wasted no time to introduce a raft of legislation to amend citizenship and immigration regulations. Given the composition of parliament and their positions on the matter, the law is expected to pass. Under the proposed legislation, foreign legal residents will now need to have lived in Portugal for 10 years, double the current requirement, before being able to apply for citizenship. Those from Portuguese-speaking countries will need 7 years. While still needing to demonstrate adequate knowledge of the Portuguese language, applicants will now also need to prove familiarity with Portuguese culture and declare an oath of allegiance to constitutional and democratic principles. The legislation isn't without contention. There is an unresolved proposal that naturalized citizens who commit serious crimes should be able to lose their acquired Portuguese nationality. Also, rules relating to family reunification with a legal resident will now require that a person has been legally living in Portugal for 2 years before they are able to bring any family members to join them. However, the most contentious and legally unclear is that the government has insisted that the change in legislation will be enacted from the date when it took office, on the 19th of June, and not from the point in time when the legislation has been signed into law. Much has been said about whether this will stand constitutional scrutiny, as it may infringe on the right to legal certainty, especially given the financial and personal investments people have made in order to relocate to Portugal. Many legal scholars have called for a transitional arrangement to phase in the new legislation while still respecting legal principles protected in the Constitution. The legislation is currently on an expedited path through Parliament and is expected to be completed by the end of July, after which the President will have 30 days to decide whether or not to sign it into law and publish it in the Government Gazette. For the time being, permit holders and aspiring citizenship applicants can only await the outcome of this process.